Good morning, my name is Tracy Collyer and I'm the principal here at Salem High School, and it's that time again to give you a sneak peek of the spaces opening up next week as part of our renovation project. I am standing in front of our new main entrance, which is actually on Giramonte Drive. If you recall, our old main entrance was around the side of the building, which often caused confusion with those unfamiliar with Salem High School. They'd walk up and be knocking on our library. So I just want to let parents and students know that the traffic flow will remain the same. You can still drop off students, pick them up in the afternoon. There will be some visitor parking here and some handicap parking for those visiting us in the main office. In the future, at the end of the project, to my right, will be the new CTE entrance. And it will be It will look similar to the new main entrance, but just on a smaller scale. But definitely you'll be able to identify that it's a main entrance to the building. So let's take some time and go ahead in and see what's happening. So now we're inside the first set of doors at the main entrance. It's a vestibule area. And once you're in here, it's still secure. You can't get into the school. When you come up to the doors, you'll be asked to show your ID if you have a meeting or business in the school. Once you're in here, though, you have a couple of options. If you have a meeting in special education, across from me, you'll enter into that office. Or if you're coming into the main office to see Dean Barry and myself, you'll enter through here. The other thing is, straight ahead on my left are the doors to the school. You also need to be buzzed in to have access for there. So let's go in and see what the offices look like. Now we're in the main office space. We'll have a couple of administrative assistants here to monitor the door. They have nice sight lines, so they'll be able to see visitors arriving. Also, Dean Barry will be in the office to my left. And through this door, Mrs. O'Sullivan, my assistant, and I will be back here. Now we're in a space right behind the stairwell in the main entrance, and this space I envision students hanging out in the morning after school. I see classes coming down here, students who are working on group projects together, maybe clubs meeting here. This is a fun space for students. We have this Genius bar where kids can come up and plug in, charge their laptops, devices. With a whiteboard, they can do presentations. Down on my far right, there's an interactive projector, and on my left, we're going to have a TV monitor up there. Again, 3 spaces where students can collaborate, gather, work together. We've made the furniture fun and functional. You can see they can sit on these, they can use them as tables, they clean easily, but I am excited to see the students fill this space in the near future. So now I'm standing in our guidance and school counseling office. This is on the 2nd floor, so as you go up the staircase, we're on the left here. We do have a career section for students where they can find information on jobs and colleges, the military, whatever they might be interested in after. Behind me is the office of Nicole Burke. She's our director here, and then each of the counselors are down the hallway, as well as a conference room at the end of the hall. I am now in our new library space. This is at the top of the stairs. If you've driven by the high school on Giramonte at night and you've seen it lit up, this is the space that they've been working on. It's beautiful. It's the furniture, if you see behind me, is similar to what you saw downstairs. That downstairs space behind the stairs, we really view that as another learning space, an extension of the library. Over to my right, we have some space where students can pull up a stool if they need help, if they have questions for the librarian or any of the assistants. There's plenty of laptop storage right in the circulation desk. And because today's libraries are not necessarily quiet spaces, they're very interactive and collaborative, we do have a couple of small rooms right off the library, a conference room, 2 small group instruction spaces. So if students do need some quiet space to study, or if maybe a group is working together, they can go into those spaces. The doors behind me actually lead into more library space. Oftentimes, a class will come up to do research. The librarian actually teaches every freshman research skills, so she can do that in the space behind me. There are more books back there, but there's also room for a class to gather and to learn. So I hope you enjoyed our tour of the new spaces opening up soon at Salem High School. And again, I'd like to thank all of our partners for making this happen. Harvey Construction, Trident, they're our owner's project manager, LBA, the architects we're working with, and I'd like to also thank Felice Silverman and her company. They assisted us in picking out all this beautiful furniture, which can be quite an overwhelming process, and I am hopeful and I'm sure that the students will love everything in here. And again, thank you to the community for making this all possible. We are very excited at Salem High School to be moving into our new spaces. Thank you.
This has been a Salem School District Media Services presentation.